start meeting. This
Yeah.
meeting is being, oh,
2, 3.
oh, here they come. Well, we got at least we got the first ones. Oh, we're getting there. They're coming in.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're filling in.
I guess Sal started this
I didn't
because it's
start.
recording.
I
Yeah.
thought only you or
All
him
right.
could.
All right. So
Dawn coming in.
He's got a radio on.
all right, Frank, I don't know if you want to call the meeting to order and then
I
if,
guess
oh,
we'll
wait.
do that and we'll see who shows up in the meantime.
All right, yeah, Sal said he started it and Tammy is getting on now.
All right, well, welcome to the August 17th, 2020 meeting of the Nutley Board of Adjustments, zoning board of adjustments. Will the secretary please take attendance, roll call, an announcement of compliance with open public meeting acts?
All right, I think you have to do the Sunshine Act first.
No, Sunshine, all of them. He knows the routine.
Okay. However you normally do it, Paul, go
He
ahead.
knows.
Okay. Pursuant to the requirements of Section 14 of the Open Public Meeting Act, notice of the meeting was included in the annual notice for regular meetings for the year 2020. It was advertised in the Nutley Sun with a copy posted at the Township of Nutley Bulletin Board, first floor, 1 Kennedy Drive, Township of Nutley, New Jersey, with a copy sent to the Herald News. A copy is filed in the office of the Township Clerk, and copies are made available to all persons requesting same. Additionally, pursuant to the requirements of the Open Public Meeting Act, notice of the meeting to be conducted via the internet as a Zoom webinar was also advertised in the Nutley Sun and Herald News, with a copy posted on the Township website and Township of Nutley Bulletin Board, first floor, 1 Kennedy Drive, Township of Nutley, Jersey, and on the front and side door of the Township Hall. All persons addressed the Zoning Board of Adjustment regarding community concerns to approach the microphone and provide their name and address for the record. Unless further time is granted by the board, each person shall limit their address to 3 minutes. All remarks to the board and its individual members must be addressed to the chairman. The chairman may defer citizen comments to the appropriate member of the board. Dialogue between the citizens and others addressing the board shall be allowed unless the chairman or presiding officer or the majority of the membership of the board shall determine that the interest of the decorum and or expeditious conduct of the board's business are being adversely affected by such dialogue. Ms. Tammy Rossi.
Here.
Ms. Patricia Doherty.
Here.
Mr. John Cofone.
He's excused on vacation.
Mr. Gregory Tolby.
Here.
Mr. Peter Sirica.
He's working. He emailed me earlier.
Okay.
So he's excused.
Mr. Daniel Tolby.
Here.
Ms. Teresa Duva.
Here.
Mr. Joseph Battaglia.
He's on vacation, so he's excused.
Ms. Suzanne Brown.
I'm going to call her absent for now. I have a text message into her. We'll find out.
Chairman Graziano.
Here.
Ms. Diana McGovern.
Here.
Thank you. Scheduled applications this evening are, I'll just read them and then we'll get started. 90 Breland Avenue, 6 Cortlandt Street, 14 Ackerman, 76 Church Street, 25 Parmesan Road, and 10 Bank Street.
Okay.
That's it, right?
Right. So who's here for 90 Breland? If you'd raise your hand. Okay.
90 Breland. we got-
Okay, I'm promoting him to panelist.
Good evening.
Hello, Ethan.
Oh,
How are you?
Okay. All right. Would the secretary please read the letter of denial?
oh, wait, Joe isn't here. Who wants to take over for Mr. Battaglia? and read
Ah,
the
we
letter
need
of
a
denial?
secretary for the evening. I thought Mr. Greg Colby was our fill-in guy.
Sure, you want me to read this one? Sure. Dear, dear Mr. and Mrs. Medley, your request for a permit at the above referenced premises to construct a two-story addition over the existing dwelling having a 5-foot 1-inch front yard setback, as shown on the plans prepared by Dassa Haynes Architectural Group, LLC, dated January 23rd, 2020, is denied for the following reasons. The property is located in R1 district, as shown in the Nutley zoning map. Chapter 700, Article 8, Section 700-46B, 8 of the Codes of Nutley states that the required minimum side, front, and rear yard dimensions for the alteration of or addition to a one-family or two-family dwelling, provided that the same do not increase the existing lot coverage and or footprint of existing building outline, shall not apply to the extent that said side, front, and rear yard dimensions meet or exceed the requirements for side, front, and rear yards set forth in the schedule of regulation, shall be no less than 80% of the required minimum set forth in the schedule of regulations. The required front yard setback is 20 feet. Proposed front yard setback is 5 feet 1 inch.
Thank you. Okay, will you both be testifying this evening? Okay,
Yes. Yep.
all right. Well, then I'm going to need both of you to give us your full name, spell your last name, and give us your address as well, please.
Yep.
Orby Medley, last name spelled Medley. I reside at 90 Vreeland Avenue, Nutley.
And I'm James Ethan Medley. Obviously, same address.
Same spelling of the last name as
Same,
well.
no, not the last name.
All right, would you both raise your right hands, please? You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
We do.
I do.
Okay. I guess we'll start with, what would you like to tell the board?
Sure. So we are looking, our home is a 4-bedroom dwelling, but it's an older home. And our house is literally set 5 feet from the curb. So we're not expanding it out in that direction. What we're looking to do, we have a small dormer room that sits on the left side of our house, facing the street. And we are looking, that room is where our daughter stays now. She's 3, so it works, but I can literally hit my head on both sides. And we're looking to expand that out as part of a renovation to this home that would preserve this house. We bought this house because of its character and to raise a family in this town. And we want to maintain all of that, but we also want to preserve this home in a way that we and others for many generations can enjoy it. So the plan is to add a master bedroom, bathroom, basically that sits on the existing footprint, but would obviously go higher than that we have. But in order to do that, because the house is currently sitting 5 feet from the sidewalk, that would, I guess, violate the existing code, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's exactly it. The problem is that you're 5 feet from the front. Like you said, you have that because of the existing conditions. And that's the only reason you're before us is the front yard setback, which is existing.
Right, so if you have the drawings, you'll see that we've worked with an architect to maintain the character, preserve the look. The roof lines would align, but it would go vertical to allow us to really build a bedroom there and a bathroom. Right now we've got one bathroom in a 4-bedroom dwelling. Essentially, we have a small, truly like a water closet, toilet, no sink on the first floor. Mm-hmm. And we would expand that over the back, but within the parameter. That's not something that violates, but just to give you scope of what we're trying to do to preserve this house for the future.
No, I've seen the house. It's a very, very nice house. Well, questions from the board?
Can I just interrupt? I just got a text message from Suzanne Brown. She's working, so she has to be excused.
Oh, she'll be excused then instead of absent. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 voting members this evening. Okay, any questions from the board?
Yeah, I have a quick question. the existing portion of that, where those side-by-side double hung windows are, right next to the front door, if you're looking at it to the right of your front door,
Mhm.
that's your existing portion?
Correct. And that in itself is something that's been modernized on the house
Right.
many decades ago. That used to be a porch that they changed into a sunroom.
Right,
That
right.
essentially
right.
serves as our guest room, I guess,
Yeah.
you would say. And that's what we're looking to put a true bedroom on top of.
Are you changing those windows?
We weren't planning on it.
No, I'm just asking because, and then you're gonna match that window coming, the three across the top, the new one above, you're gonna match that to those
Correct.
old ones?
Yeah.
Do we want to bring up the photos?
Yeah. Why not?
I got it. I know the house.
I do too.
Well, she wanted one.
I mean, you could bring them up if anybody wants to see them. I know the house as well,
Mhm.
been past it, so if we don't need the photos, there's no reason to bring them up. Is there any other questions? I mean, you're gonna keep everything the same, match all existing? Will it be a whole new roof, a new match roof? What are we doing?
In match roof, ideally. It's a new roof, so
It'll be a whole new roof on the house.
yeah.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
I mean, no, it's a new roof. The roof is not old, so we'd love to match it. Is
Oh,
my
okay,
point.
so
Yeah.
you're gonna match the shingles
Yes, sir.
and siding will match,
Is
Correct.
that a condition?
well.
Oh,
I
he doesn't want two
make it a
different colors.
condition, but I mean, it's,
They're just making the representation. We don't need to put it in as a condition,
yeah,
correct?
I don't think, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna wanna match everything, so. Well, I have no further questions. Is there anyone of the attendees that would like to be heard with regard to this application? I'm not seeing any hands come up.
No hands are being raised.
All right, so with that, I will ask for a motion, please.
Mr. Chairman, with regard to 90 Vreeland Avenue, Block 3106, Lot 6, I'd like to make a motion to grant the variance to construct a two-story addition over the existing dwelling. The hardship being this home was built in 1827. It already has an existing condition of a 5-foot setback, and the homeowners will not be expanding the existing footprint, they'll just be going up. For those conditions and any other set forth by council.
Second.
All right, would the secretary please call the board?
Tammy Rossi,
You're muted, Tammy. We can't hear you.
Sorry. Yes, aye.
Patricia Darty,
Yes.
Barry Tolby,
Yes.
Daniel Tolby,
Yes,
Teresa Duva,
Yes.
Chairman Graziano.
Yes. Your variance has been granted. It'll be memorialized next month, and good luck.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much, everybody.
Take
Good night.
care.
thank you.
Night.
Okay, if you're ready, the next application is for 6 Cortlandt Street. Batista. It's Batista on the attendee list. It's Batista in the.
Okay, I'm promoting panelists. That was it, I think, that.
It's either De La Rosa or Batista.
It's De La Rosa and Batista. Well, it should be Batista, I think. There they are.
Oh,
Good evening. How are you?
Thank you.
Are you going to both be testifying?
Yes.
First of all, we'll need the letter of denial read, please.
You ready?
Yes, I am.
Dear Ms. De La Rosa and Mr. Batista, your request for a permit at the above referenced premises to install a 6-foot solid type fence on the left side lot line, which is located in the side and rear yard lot line, and without having consent from your neighbor, as shown on the survey received by code enforcement dated May 19th, 2020, and applicant's letter of intent dated May 18th, 2020, is denied for the following reason. The property is located in R1 district as shown in the Nutley zoning map. Chapter 700, Article 11, Section 700-71B of the Codes of Nutley states a fence erected along the sidelines from the front lines of a main structure to the rear lines of such structure, and within such line shall not exceed 4 feet in height and shall be no less than 2 feet in height, and shall be 50% open construction. For example, the open spaces of the fence shall be at least the same width of each picket, slat, or other construction element of such fence. The setback for any such fence shall be in line with the furthest setback of the adjacent property or the property upon which the fence is being erected, whichever setback is greater. Chapter 700, Article 11, Section 700-71H of the Codes of Nutley requires written consent of the adjoining property owner or owners when a privacy fence with no open construction may be erected.
Thank you. Okay,
Mr. Chairman, there's a person in the audience that has their hand up. I just want to let her know that she'll be called in to testify when we ask for statements from the anybody who wants to add something to the application, just so she's aware.
yes, if she's here for this application, it'll be right after we're done with the applicants. Okay. All right, Ms. De La Rosa and Mr. Batista, would you both give us your names, spell your last name, and give us your address as well?
Natalie De La Rosa, D-E-L-A.
Can hear him.
Yeah, can you make your volume a little louder?
Natalie De La Rosa, D-E-L-A-R-O-S-A, 6 Portland Street, Nutley, New Jersey.
Okay.
Kelvin Batista, B-A-T-I-S-T-A, and same address.
Okay, would you both raise your right hand, please? You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what would you like to tell us about this application?
So just to start off, we're just looking for a privacy fence along, obviously, 4 inches off our property line. We're looking to extend to the beginning of the front of the house because we have a baby on the way. So, and the nursery is going to be on the first floor. That being said, our room is also on the first floor, and having windows on the ground level and having obviously, having that portion open to the street, we kind of feel that it's
Necessary.
Yeah, it's necessary, and we just don't feel safe with obviously not having a fence at all. Right now, you can clearly see our yard from the front of the house. If you were walking by, or you could easily just walk in.
Easily accessible to anyone that is walking on our block.
Correct. And also, we're also looking to rescue a dog, and we're obviously looking to just gate everything and have everything, a little bit private, especially since our neighbors have pools, and we also have nieces and nephews very young coming into our backyard, just playing and having a good time. And we also want to just make sure they have, some type of privacy, especially since we're looking to have a family in Nutley and grow up and raise our family here.
Does anyone want to see the pictures? Do we have the pictures of this property?
Yep.
Frank, I think we've spoke earlier this month, if I'm not sure. We may have spoke. I'm sorry. I think it was just regarding this matter. Maybe I'm not too sure.
Spoke with me?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yep. So right towards the left of the house, you could see that we're very open to the public, and we're looking to just tie that whole fence into our front main landscape that we're looking to do, and just because a lot of the wood on the front of the house is just rotted, so we're just looking to tie everything together when we do that fence.
Your house is the middle white house, right?
Yes.
Correct.
And you want the fence to go up to the front of your home on the side there.
Yes, we have windows. Like you can.
Along the side.
Yeah, we have windows along that side, which is
Well, you can see them in the second piece.
Yeah,
No, Patricia, these other ones are, the next exhibit is something that would have to, you have some writing from the neighbor. that
Oh,
we
okay.
exhibit.
Sorry.
That's okay.
All right, well, you're, what happened?
We're seeing a
Very nice.
lovely
Nice
picture. of the
backyard you
mountain.
got there.
Very
That's
nice.
great.
Sorry about that. Here we go. Oh, my screen's not cooperating. Hold on.
That's better.
There you go. Just, you know what, just put up the one, if you could put the first one.
There we go.
Yeah, then you're good.
You're not seeing that, are you?
Well,
Okay.
why don't you take it down? I think the board saw it. They
Okay.
probably, they've been by it now that we've seen the picture, you've seen the picture to refresh your memories.
Memories and,
Mhm.
it looked like the window's pretty high there, probably above the top of the fence, right?
No, I've measured probably from the soil to the top of the window. It's less than 4 feet.
You measured to the bottom of the window.
Bottom of the window. I
Yeah, I'm
heard.
sorry, from the bottom. Sorry.
All right, so. Now
So
the
what
fence.
did you have there?
It was way
Is
less
that-
than 4 feet.
Your window was lower than 4 foot to the bottom?
Yeah,
Doesn't look, looks higher than that.
Yeah,
And then from the front of your house back, what do you have there? About 15 foot to the first window?
I can't say. I haven't measured that just yet. We also just get in, obviously there's just a lot of trash from the street that just gets blown in. A good example of that was when we had that that storm that just kind of took over. And then we also have just trash from just, I guess, the sidewalk that just gets blown into the yard. Just because it's so open. And so therefore I just really would like to close that off, especially since having my pregnant fiance. She always feels like that's kind of a threat to our security. So anything that makes her sleep better at night is probably, happy wife.
Your first windows are back past that the air conditioner there also, correct?
Correct, yes.
I'm looking at your photos, and the second photo down.
Second photo down.
On your application that you submitted to the board,
mhm.
you
Yes.
submitted photographs, the middle photograph.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
Photographs.
Well, they're higher than 4 foot, for sure.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6. So 6 times, yeah, sure they are, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the roof, we start the fence back a little.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, would you consider bringing it back? Just past that air conditioner and turn it into the house?
Exactly, would it be pushed back like by the basement air conditioner?
Here's the thing, you've got your, I guess that's your cable or whatever it is box.
Yeah, it's like the FiOS box.
Files box, right.
You can't see the picture though, Frank. He's got an air conditioner on the bottom there.
And the wind just below the FiOS box, to the left a little is an air conditioner. You can see it vaguely.
No,
Mhm.
I mean that would be an ideal starting point. That way we have enough room to put shrubs and some grooming there.
Right, you could dress up the front a little bit there.
Correct,
make it
yes.
pretty.
Kelvin,
So that
are you gonna put a gate on that side or just a closed
It
front?
would be a gate, Greg.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe a gate would be a little bit more appealing in that sense.
All right, yeah, you've got 8 foot to the sides there, so you got plenty of room. I would say,
And
yeah,
then
bring it back. What are we looking at? Maybe behind the Just past
Between the Vios box and that air conditioner, I guess he wants to keep the air conditioner behind the fence.
the air conditioner in the back.
Yeah, in the back of it for safety.
Right, right.
You know, so nobody can just come back there and kick it in, let's say. Not that it's gonna happen, but
That's what I would think. So you're okay with that then, huh?
So it would start,
we'd really have to get a measurement, Frank. I would think, no, or
Well, I mean, we don't have any way of putting this on a measurement, so we would have to put just,
just,
The window is in the basement, right? So
oh, yeah,
it's-
yeah. So just in front of the basement window.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right, Diane. We could word it like that. Just past the basement window.
Yeah, that would be exactly.
right here.
Yes.
Are we able to pull the picture up by any chance?
Or
Let me see.
Well, we have them here in your,
yeah. We're just looking
Well,
at.
I think they want.
Yeah.
fresh
So
this
On the right.
the drain pipe,
Yep. The gut.
that's towards the front of the house?
Yes. That's towards the front where the gutter comes down. Yes.
So would you want the fence behind that or in front of that as well?
Honestly, it would be right right behind that little gutter or.
Okay.
I mean, there's a window unit in the basement if you take a look at that.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
it's,
come
There you
Yeah.
go.
come just past
Right
that.
there. Perfect. You can see it better.
Can we mark this in terms of a line to show
okay.
where you're
Yeah.
talking about?
Let's see.
okay.
Highlight maybe.
Little pen thing. Yeah, there you go. Well, with the cursor, if you could just show, yeah, are we talking
We're
after
talking-
that or before,
No,
in between
before,
that area?
Right there. Keep the unit in the back of the fence, just like that.
Right, but you want the Fios box in front of the fence and
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
okay,
That's not the
so
end of
it's
the world.
going in between those two things.
Right. And if they have to
Okay.
move the Vios box, it's no big deal. At least he's getting the protection in the basement window. I think that's.
I got it. So can we mark this for an exhibit? Patricia, can you save this?
Yes.
Thank you.
What do you mark? What do you want it marked as?
I'm gonna mark it as A1. I'm marking my photograph in my package, but you'll be the official marking one.
Okay. Let's see.
And real quick question for Kelvin, it is, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Are you bringing that fence? I see you're stopping that fence. It says adjoining building, but you have that, I guess you have a fence in the back there already?
It's our
It says
neighbor.
vinyl fence typical. I mean, is that the,
Oh no, that's the car washes, I believe. Yeah.
that's the car wash, right? But are you gonna have a space there or?
I mean, there's a structure that's pretty close, like almost at the property line.
Right. Do you
Yeah.
want to get the fence to go all the way back? Would you like to get that covered or you don't
I
care?
mean,
We don't find it necessary.
yeah, we don't find it necessary.
Okay, well, I just didn't know if you wanted to, you just didn't know how to show up. That's fine, okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't have any space between that where people can come in your yard.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
thank you.
all right. Any other questions from the board?
you do have somebody waiting in the wings to be heard.
I know. Let's see if the board has any questions first.
No.
Okay.
This is a 6-foot solid fence?
6-foot solid, yes.
I just have one more question. Kelvin, on the right-hand side, you have a 4-foot chain link? On the right foot side?
Yeah, that's not ours. That was actually put by our neighbors right on the property line. We
But
don't have,
you're okay with that?
yeah, we don't have an issue. Honestly, we don't. I know.
Okay.
We know we have to be about 4 inches away from the property line, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. But you're not running new fencing along the right? Just the left-hand side?
Yes, just the left-hand side. We are just planning on putting like a small gate just for.
Obviously, to keep any pet in or child in.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we can clear the pictures and get back to so we could, the participants and the applicants and.
So are we ready to bring somebody in or are you still?
We have, I think it's Ms. Polito.
Okay, promoting to panelist.
Does she have to do anything to join or hit the
think she's-
video? Or?
Let me see something here. Here she comes.
There
Is that it? Okay.
There we are.
Ron.
Sorry, my first time doing it.
Good evening. Would you, first, before we start, give us your full name, spell your last name, and give your address as well?
Yeah, my name is Barbara Polito. I live at 7 Cortlandt Street, Nutley, New Jersey. It's Polito.
Would you raise your right hand, please? You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Okay, what would you like to tell us?
I obviously am adjacent to Natalie and Calvin. We don't want to have a fence. We have a fence there already. We have a 4-foot chain link fence that we put there when we put our pool in. It was required to put it in as when we put our pool in. I'm not wanting to take my fence down because I need the security to secure my pool. I wouldn't take it down because I don't know how long they'd keep their fence up, or if anything happened to their fence and got damaged, and we want to have our security for our pool there. It's a perfectly fine fence. It's kept my children and my dogs in for many years. We've been here 25 years. We don't really want to have a fence there. It's going to cause a lot of problems. There's going to be a 4-inch space in between the two fences. How are we going to maintain that 4-inch space? We're going to have overgrowing weeds, debris. They're not going to be able to maintain it because it's going to be on my side. How are we going to maintain it? Because we have a fence there. There's not going to be any airflow. The airflow will be cut down with a 6-foot fence. I don't need privacy. As they said in their application, it was going to provide us with privacy. We don't have privacy. And honestly, it's not going to give them privacy, unfortunately, because we have a raised deck. And when I walk out on my deck, I can look right directly into their yard. So if it's for a privacy reason, they're not going to really have privacy. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. We can't help these things. That's the way it is. That's the way it was when they bought the house, and they knew it. As far as the fence extending down to the front of the house, if you look at the pictures, my property ends where my sidewalk is, which is in line with my fence. That gives me approximately 3 feet, I guess, off of my house. That sidewalk is where my property is. That's it. If you put a 6-foot fence there, it's going to block off view for anyone from the street or anywhere else to see. It's going to make it's going to give me a security problem. Now I'm going to have an alleyway in that area that someone could potentially get into and hide in there, and God forbid, jump out at somebody that's passing by, or my child or my tenant that comes out of the house, and really they could be harmed. I also have basement windows there that are going to be shielded from anybody seeing if anybody's there, and they could possibly break into my house and making it a security risk for me. I also have 1st floor bedrooms, and I have never had an issue with that. I have cameras all around my house. That gives me a little bit of security. Those rings are not an expensive thing. If there's a security issue, that's an option. It's it's more of a risk to me than it is to them. They have their windows up higher. I don't understand. Let me see. I have some other points I want to make. As far as the garbage in this neighborhood has been a problem since the car wash got there. The garbage is going to continue to be a problem until the people at the car wash continue to get their employees to clean up the messes of their customers. So I don't understand that. I just, we just feel like there's going to be a problem with the airflow. I mean, who wants to close in properties and have, it's like, it's Nutley. You go out your yard, you wave to the neighbor, you say hi, they say hi to you. It's, you know, I don't see it as a privacy thing. The other side of their fence is all open with views into their yard from that side. I don't understand. We really are opposed to this, and we really feel like it is a security issue for us as far as that side yard is.
I thought they said, I don't think they said privacy as much as security.
Well, they say that in the application. They do say privacy and security. And they also mentioned that it would be privacy for us. We're not asking for privacy. We've had that fence for almost 25 years, and we never had an issue with privacy.
Frank, can I ask Kelvin a quick question?
Sure.
Kelvin, she's talking about maybe having weeds or something growing between the two spaces. And you're saying you're staying up, I think it's like four inches off of there. Would
Yeah.
you be willing to put down, if this were to pass, or say we were to do it, I'm just asking you, would you be willing to put down a weed barrier and maybe crushed stone on top of that?
I think
We've spoken about that to her, and we've told her, we've given her some options on solutions as to the weeds, and she refuses. We've asked nicely, and
Well, I mean, it is an issue. That's why I'm saying, are you willing to do that?
yes, we're more than willing to do
of
that.
course, yeah,
The
yes.
the responsibility for taking care of that would fall on the applicants because the other fence is on the property line.
Exactly.
On the line.
Right, and we're not
asking for her
Yeah.
to remove her fence. We're
Yeah.
not.
What I'm saying is, since that fence is on the line and your fence would be inside the line,
correct. So it would be our property at the end of the day.
it would be your responsibility to take care of that
And
portion.
just as Natalie said, we're not looking to remove their fence. We understand that's been there for their home, and we accept that. As to the security part, honestly, she may seem that it's not going to be a privacy for us, but the reason is just that there is just going to be some level of privacy from the front of the house, which is where the street is. And that gives us security, especially when we have little kids running around and things like that. So as I don't understand too much why she's too opposed, but like I said, I'm willing to work with her regarding the weeds, which is, I feel like that's my responsibility. So, and I mentioned to Barbara a few times that we were willing to work something out, but
Well, actually, you were going to come back to me with a solution, and you never did. Now, I said that the solution has to be a permanent solution because the fence is going to be a permanent situation. So it can't be just some weed barrier and some rocks put down on there, because after a couple of years, that's not going to function any longer, and then we're going to have a problem. I want something that's going to be a permanent structure that's going to be a guarantee that I'm not going to have that problem. I've been dealing with weeds between the fences for 2 years now, and it doesn't seem to be a priority, and I want to make sure that it doesn't have to be an issue. I don't want to have an issue. I don't want to have a problem with my neighbor.
Daniel, it's the reason is it's a little difficult when you're trying to deal with weeds when there's a fence on your property line. I hope you know that, like, you don't want to really intrude on their property. They have things there. Obviously, if you bring a weed whacker in there or bring a mower trying to press on chain link,
We wouldn't want to break their own property.
Exactly. So I've been a little cautious. I've been leaving a little bit of, I just don't want to intrude too much. So I understand Barbara's looking for a solution for the weeds, but I think the best solution was, as Daniel mentioned, was put a weed barrier and a few rocks.
But how about also, as you were talking, would it be possible for you to leave, since it is going to be a PVC solid fence, would they be able to leave a little space under there so you could actually get a weed whacker to run underneath it?
Yeah.
Instead of going flat down tight to the ground?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just an idea.
Okay.
They start 6 inches above the ground.
I mean, they're not usually on the ground. They're not usually always like flat.
Yeah, I'm looking at your picture. You have in your.
Honestly,
now, I was just going to comment. They did mention they planned to rescue a dog.
Correct. Yes.
So if you leave a space under that fence, that could entice a dog to
We're
dig
talking,
under
we're talking
and break
3
loose.
inches. That'd have to be a pretty skinny dog. We're just saying
Well,
enough for a
if they
weed,
see a
weed whacker to
space,
get,
they might dig. It's-
just
yeah.
enough for a weed whacker, Tam, like, to get the
Yeah.
blade underneath.
I would just hope that the dog wouldn't see a little opening and then dig further to try to get under and out.
Well, there's a
That's
chain
all.
link fence on the other side, though. You know what I'm saying? The neighbors have a chain link fence.
On the other side, yeah.
Tam, you're
You're muted again.
you're muted again, Tam. There you go.
Okay, yes, you're right. You're correct. The 4 inches probably isn't enough for it to go under and free.
Right, and there's a chain link
Ms.
fence.
Polito,
Right.
Right.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, Ms.
I get it.
Polito, did you want the photographs that you had sent into the code office to be brought up?
Well, the one photograph shows my side yard there, which is just basically that sidewalk and how it would be blocked off if you put a 6-foot fence there. And there would be no view from the street for anybody to see if there's anybody lurking in there or if anyone's trying to break into my house. That's a real security issue that we're really concerned about.
I think that the board should make sure
Can we-
that you look at that.
Can we
that's
see
an
that?
issue.
I'd like to see that picture because I want to see the alleyway that you're talking about.
Yeah.
We've already
Right.
said that the fence is going to go back further.
But it's still going to create an alleyway.
We see that picture?
Basement windows.
I just think it.
Patricia's getting it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Patricia.
I can see her working.
There it
till-
is.
There you go.
That sidewalk
There it
is
is.
my property line. That is my property line. If you put a fence right on my property line, I'm gonna have an alleyway there, which is, I have 2 basement windows over there, which is gonna give anyone access to my windows without anyone else seeing it. And that's a danger to me. I don't wanna have to worry about somebody breaking into my house because they have opportunity.
I don't understand where the alleyway, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm understanding.
You were looking at I think it's the first
This
one.
is the
That
picture.
one.
This is the picture.
Right.
So that fence goes on 4 inches off my property line. That's going to be an alley. That's going to be blocked off from view from everywhere. Who's going to be able to see in there? If there's anybody lurking there, if you're walking your dog past my house, somebody could be lurking in that alleyway and jump out at you and hurt you. Somebody can walk out my front door and they could be attacked by someone that's hiding in there. No one's going to be able to see them with a fence there like that.
I think what the witness is trying to say, and I think this is a bad angle, I think she's trying to say that it, because their properties are so close to each other and their houses are so close to each other, if you put up a solid fence, that creates the alleyway. Am I?
Yeah.
That's
am I
correct.
hearing you
That's
right?
what I'm trying to say. Yes.
Now,
So if I understand this correctly,
So are we
your
talking
property line
about,
is not 6 feet off. You're
are we
very-
talking, is this your fence right here?
No.
That's a
no,
bush.
No,
That's-
go even
Her fence
closer.
is,
That little pole to the left.
keep going over,
That's
there you go.
her fence,
That's the
Yeah.
fence. That's my fence.
and that's her property line.
And that's the alley that it's going to be
Well, that's
created.
their prop.
okay.
That fence is on the property line. Her fence is
Right.
on the property line.
And
Correct.
our fence has been there for
And
years.
and she
When we
wants to
were-
stay 6 inches inside of that.
Could you take, you know what, Patricia, maybe, I don't know if you can scroll up and find the
4 inches, whatever it is.
photograph from the front of the house, because I think.
Okay.
My question is, are there security cameras on that side of the house?
No, there are
And,
not.
Oh, they're
and is
cheaping
there
up.
lighting on that side of the house also?
No, there is not. There is not. On either of our properties. Neither of us have lighting on there. This is looking at it from the back.
Well, you wouldn't want lighting at 12 o'clock at night going, shine either one of these windows.
Well, motion detector lights are always effective deterrent.
Ms. Polito, I don't know if you were listening or understanding, the board was discussing with the applicant to move the fence back so that it wouldn't go all the way up to the front of the house. It would be
It's right
less.
just past that window, the second
Yeah.
window.
I was understanding that, but
Okay.
that's still going to create a lot of space there where it will be not exposed to plain view. And I'm still going to be having 2 windows behind there that are going to potentially be a temptation for someone to break in.
Is the issue the height of the fence that they propose?
The issue is the fence itself.
Okay.
I mean,
You can, I think we take that. Somebody else.
And Diane, to just, Diana, I'm sorry, to just let you know that that alleyway has, well, not the alleyway, where you guys were just showing that photo, there's garbage bins and, which are tied up to their stairwell. So it's already blocking the,
Right, like
that
it's
that
a
little,
small
yeah, that little,
space
that
where-
sidewalk area. So this is obviously behind the garbage bins. So you can't really get a good look at it, but towards the front of the house, it's kind of already blocked off with garbage bins. So
Well,
our fence would just create more
block it,
security
yeah,
for her.
yeah,
It's
exactly,
not going
just-
to
It's
interfere.
not going to make security for me. It's going to make a hazard for me. It's going to be a hazard for me because now I'm going to be in here where there's someone could be hiding in there and I'm going to be in danger.
what,
I have bedroom windows on the first floor also. It doesn't seem to be an issue for us. I don't understand. But somebody to be able to break into my basement windows because no one can see what's going on, that's a real threat. It's a real issue.
I'm confused though. How is if that, how is that blocking somebody's view from you?
If you're putting a 6-foot fence up there, no one can see what's in there. It's going to be a long alley. There's no one going to be able to see in there unless they're standing.
Can we go back to that picture? I'm sorry, but can we go back to that picture and look at the one that we originally talked about with
Yeah,
the
Patricia, the one that I took.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Just so
sure.
we could see how much is, because that fence is really moved pretty far back. I mean, I just want to take another look.
Well, their house comes out further than my house also.
I understand. Yep. That's why I want to see that first picture and we can see how far back that fence is.
Okay, here it comes.
Gate's gonna be.
Is this
The one with the one with the air conditioner side where you made.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
There's my
second
garbage
one.
pails that they were referring to. There's my garbage pails. You can see that in the picture.
And
there
our
was,
isn't starting until
Second one.
way further back from where that garbage bin is. So you have more than enough space with our space combined where people are able to look into your alleyway and see exactly what's in there. So
that's perfect.
Seems to me,
for our space and her space combined, the fence isn't starting until the files house.
Past the, yeah.
Right, so she
That's
has,
what I'm saying. So you're from the,
But does it-
if you look at that grass, from the front grass, if you look back to where that window is, that's quite a bit of space there.
But is it running along their walkway there so that the fence?
It's coming out from that air conditioner, 6 inches away, or 4 inches, whatever they had on there from the property line, and running back. That's a lot. You're gonna see all that space. It's not like somebody could hide there.
How many?
Yeah, right there.
What?
Diane, I don't know if this is possible. Could we require them to put a gate up for her on her supposed alleyway?
Well, see, I don't know.
So she could eliminate her back gate. She'd have a gate across
See,
there.
with the way that Patricia's drawing it, this is the way the fence would
Yes, just like that.
continue. So
I don't see it.
portion of this fence is along the side of their property.
Correct.
And one of the, see, there's a space, I don't know what that distance is from the applicant's house to the side, their sidewalk, but my question is that a fire hazard to have a solid fence so close to someone's house,
So close to,
to the neighbor's house?
no, I honestly.
I'm not asking you, I'm asking the board members.
Sorry, Diana.
I don't
How
think so.
about the access from the other side of the house? How much room does she have on her side where her driveway should be?
It's,
Do we
No,
have a
no,
picture of
see
that?
this runs down the length of
Yeah,
her, that right side of her
Yeah.
house to her backyard and then goes along her chain link fence.
right.
If I'm hearing her right, she's concerned about a solid fence up against her house. So that's when she's talking about light and air and creating an alley. It's tight. I don't know how wide that sidewalk is, but
Maybe 3 feet, maybe 3 feet.
So it looks like 36 inches.
3 or 4 feet.
One
No.
suggestion may be to have the applicant move it in just a little bit closer to their own house and then jut it out when it gets to the back of their house so that she's got a little bit more open space. I don't know.
That would look horrible.
Diane,
Okay.
that would
Yeah.
be my property.
Or have an open fence in the
An
front,
open
like a
fence.
picket look in the front.
An open fence might be the answer.
At a lower height.
Yeah.
I just,
That's defeating the entire purpose of
yeah.
what we were trying to propose initially.
Well, you could do a 5-foot with an open top. When I say open, it would be,
The lattice.
last foot would be a lattice. Give some opening.
Still is something about people being able to see into her.
Yeah,
alley.
but they would have to actually be in her supposed alleyway to look into your windows.
right.
So,
But you're losing sight.
Regardless of the lattice, I
Yeah.
feel like that issue would still be would be present, just as if we did
For-
the smaller.
What you're losing sight of though here is, number one, the 6-foot solid fence is not allowed for a couple of reasons. One of them being the police can't see into your yard either. So if somebody was there, they wouldn't be able to see. The other thing you're failing to realize is normally you're not allowed to put a fence beyond the back of the house now. So everybody has this issue with the windows being on the sides being a bedroom and there being no fence there. So if you're looking for security, I'm thinking either an open fence is probably your best bet because everybody be able to see everything there, or maybe a 5-foot with a lattice top, like I'm looking at in the back of that
The
house.
background.
Yeah, that would match that and would give more air and
Exactly.
view, and it would block
Mhm.
everybody from hiding and.
So if we were to do the lattice
Mhm.
with the 1-foot lattice, at the same position, that's what we're proposing, Frank.
But I feel like we're trying to work with her as much as possible. So with us being shifted in our original plan, like we're not asking her to remove her fence. We're not asking her to remove the other structure that's on our property line. So I feel like it should be a little bit, scratch my back, I scratch your back.
No, it's not that. It's what's allowed and what's not allowed, and you're coming to us to get something that's not allowed. We're trying to make it work for everyone. Miss Polito has some valid points, and we're trying to work with both of you to make it work for both of you.
My biggest concern is my child's safety, and I personally have not been sleeping because of the issue that we have currently with this fence situation. And I would just appreciate it if we could try and negotiate something where we can both work. We're not trying to start any conflict with her or oppose anything.
What about the fence in the back that you're looking at? That gives you 5 foot and another 1 foot up top with lattice. That gives you your 6 foot and you're getting,
But
That
that's still a high fence for my purposes. It's very deceiving, these pictures. I'm still having an alleyway back here, whether you can see it or not. And there's not 4 feet on the side of my house. It's maybe 3 feet, 28 inches.
You didn't say 4, you said 33 foot.
Yeah, I don't think it's even that large. I really don't, because that was just the property that was left on the side of our
What's the
yard.
gate? You have a gate on there?
Excuse me?
Is there a gate that comes out into that patio?
There's a gate all the way
What
in
size
the
is
back
the gate?
on my fence. I don't know, 28 inch. I don't know what sizes they come. I'm not really sure. I don't know if you can tell from the picture. I don't know.
Well, Frank's estimating at 36 inches. You're saying it's not.
Okay, that's
30
probably the largest it possibly could be, is a 36
Well,
inch.
that's all he
Well,
was
part
saying.
of the issue is your house is closer to the property line than is allowed as well. See, you're supposed
Well, I can't move it. That's where
I
it was.
understand. No, that's not the issue here. I'm just saying that's part of the problem.
Right,
So
well,
here's what I'm going to suggest. It seems like we have a no-win situation going on for both of the applicant and the neighbor. There's 2 ways to do this. You could ask for what you want, and we could vote on it, and it may pass, it may not. You could modify it even greater, and it may pass, it may not. Or you could both come back at another date and maybe meet together and try to iron out exactly what you'd like to do, and then vote on it and see if it passes. Because we're not getting anywhere right now with everyone, and we're not going to sit here and argue all night about this.
Oh, that's not right to do either.
I agree, Frank.
Well, I'm willing to say, go ahead, put a 6-foot fence alongside of my existing fence, as long as you're maintaining the weeds and doing something to prevent them from coming into my yard. But I'm not wanting to have a 6-foot fence on the side of my house. I see that as a threat to my life and my family. And I know you don't see that. I know you don't see that, Natalie, but that's the way it is. That's the way I feel. I have windows that can be broken into easily. If no one can see that from the side, how am I going to have anyone help me with that? I mean, you know, they're going to say, oh, here's a perfect opportunity. No one can see in here. Right now, you have a better chance of nobody breaking into your windows without all that mess there.
How is that possible? Didn't you mention you have security cameras just now?
I have security cameras. Yes, I don't need to tell you where they are, but there are no security cameras on the side of the house.
I don't understand.
But that could be something that might help you to have security cameras on the side of your house.
I don't understand.
What is the pleasure of the board at this point? Because we're getting nowhere here. We're not coming to any agreements with neighbors. We can vote on the full 6. We can vote on a 5 with a lattice.
I can also put in a motion light as you guys
If
suggested.
she wants, right, we
Yeah.
can put a motion light
A
so
motion
that
detector.
whenever anyone is walking into her alleyway, she
And-
has clear view of what is going
And
on.
if it helps, I'll put it towards the front before our fence. That way that alleyway is lit up before somebody walks in. If that helps.
No,
I don't think that's a good
that's
solution.
gonna.
Are the applicants open to having the 5-foot solid with the 1-foot lattice?
Sorry, what was that number? 5-foot solid?
Solid with the 1-foot
1
lattice.
foot lattice.
Or a
Just
total
like
of
the one
6 feet or a total of 5 feet?
Total of 6 feet, like the one in the rear.
Yes,
Like
yes, we'll be open to that.
But from the beginning
Yes.
portion, not
Yes.
from her fence on.
I would be.
Basement window, by the basement window.
Correct.
So Calvin, you would put it from where we said
Correct.
and have a little space on the bottom so you get the weed whacker under there, or put something down. And then you would have the 5 foot with the lattice, the last footless lattice to match the one in the back is what you would be
Yes.
willing to do. Just want to make sure they know that.
And stones or something to prevent weeds?
Yeah, it would be the weed barrier. So, would mulch work as well, or it would be stones?
That's
Uh,
be a permanent issue. That's not going to be a permanent
As
solution.
long as you maintain that and you have some space underneath to get a weed whacker, right, and you put down a weed barrier and some stone on top of it, I think that'll be,
Perfect.
that would hold the weeds down.
I'm still against the fence coming out to the front that high. I would be willing to say a
It's up to
4-foot
them to-
open fence,
It's, Frank?
a 4-foot
Yeah.
open fence. I would be
It's up to
willing to
them.
go for that.
Listen, you can get a proposal before us and we'll vote on it. And if it passes, it passes. If it doesn't pass, it doesn't pass. There's nothing else we can do at this point. We've just spent 45 minutes or so on a fence. It's, the two neighbors obviously are not going to come to any kind of an agreement.
We,
Well, that's what I'm saying. We have to ask Calvin and what they want to do. Do they want to put it in front of us?
What would you like us to vote on?
As we were talking with Daniel, the 5-foot fence with the 1
with the
foot
1-foot
lattice,
lattice in the front of the house, the
With-
6-foot fence in the back will maintain the weeds,
and we'll put the weed barrier
and we'll put the weed barrier.
with stones.
That was her main concern.
Okay, I have to understand something.
And motion detector.
I have to understand something. The 5-foot, the 6-foot total with the 1-foot lattice, and then it switches to complete solid? Is that what you're saying? Or you just?
No, Diane, all the way back.
Okay, all right, because that made me confused. And then the fence will begin after the electric box, but before the basement window.
Yes.
Right.
Okay,
That's how he said.
that's what you're
And would
voting
there
on.
be what about a motion detector light?
I think Frank said, what did you say on that, Frank?
I said, I don't think that solves the issue.
But they could. You
We
want them to
could
have,
put it as a condition. The issue with that is, that's another maintenance thing. You could have a motion detector there and.
Okay, so here's the problem with that condition. I don't know how the code office is going to enforce that, because they'd have to come by in the middle of the night to test it. Like, oh, is it working?
Right.
So
Then
when you do a
then don't put it
condition,
as
it
a
has to
condition.
be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They might agree to it, but if you put it as a condition, it's unenforceable, practically
They
speaking.
might put it up, and in 6 months, the bulb burns out and nobody changes it.
And all right, correct. And so these are the things that, the code office has certain limitations as to how much stuff they can pick up, and that's not one of them.
Can I ask a question? How is this going to be protecting me? I'm still going to have the same danger. Is there still going to be an alleyway there? Setting it back that much isn't going to make that much of a difference. I'm still going to be in an alley where I'm not going to be protected. Why is my safety not as important as theirs?
It absolutely is.
Well, it seems
I don't
like,
know if we see it as a situation where it's going to create an alley as much as you're saying.
well, I think it is, and maybe you need to have a better look at it to see that. I don't know. Maybe we didn't give you good enough pictures. I don't know. I didn't really think this was an issue because I didn't think that Nutley allows 6-foot fences.
Honestly, I think at this point we've done our part to, try to cooperate with her needs. I'm sure you guys can see this as
They're
well.
not my needs, they're my rights. It's just not, it's not.
Also have rights as well. We also pay taxes.
Yes, you do.
And nothing
Yes,
to do
you
with that.
do.
Listen, guys, we're not going to argue about it.
Frank, just a quick question.
Right.
In regards to, could we ask one of the conditions to have a gate put on her side at the end of their new fence? So at least she doesn't have an open alleyway. There's a gate there. That's a possible solution.
That is a possible solution. I don't know how enforceable that is. I mean, it's not their.
where is it open into?
Opens up.
Into her backyard, moving her gate, the gate that we could see, if we could move that
You
gate
could put
up,
a
so
lock on it and she would have that.
then she'd have a gate at least equal with their fence, not beyond their fence.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Create a gate across the front of the
On both
neighbor's
sides.
house.
Exactly, so now.
You
her
understand that, Ms. Polito, what he's suggesting?
I understand that. I'm not sure that I really want that. I mean,
Well,
I understand that
I'm
it could help my situation, but
Just
I
looking for
should have
solutions, that's all.
I understand that. I understand. I appreciate that. I don't know.
So you wouldn't want that.
I don't really, I don't know at this point if that's something that I would want. I want to be safe, that's for sure. I want to be safe, and I'm being put in a position where my safety is being compromised, and I'm very uncomfortable with it.
I would say if you did that, you could put a 4-foot gate there and.
Exactly.
Well, why can't they just put a 4-foot fence that's open? Then we don't have any of this problem.
A 4-foot fence is going to do the same thing. Somebody could crouch down in a.
Not if it's an open fence. If it's an open fence, it wouldn't be. I mean, I know there's a neighbor around the corner, the same thing. She had the same problem, and that's what was proposed. They opened 4-foot fence. No, I don't even think it's 4 foot. I think it's 3 foot over on Homer.
Well, we don't know anything about that. We can't speak to that. All right, so the gate's out. I think we just vote on with the applicant's opinion. That's it.
Okay, we ready?
Mm-hmm. Second, go ahead.
Well, no, you got to make a motion. Someone has to make the motion.
Mr. Chairman, with regard to 6 Cortlandt Street, Block 902, Lot 7, I'd like to make a motion to grant the variance to install a 5-foot solid type fence with a 1-foot lattice for a total of 6 feet on the left side lot going along the back. The condition being the fence is going to be set back and start at the basement window behind the bio spots. The applicant would also be responsible for taking care of the space in between the two fences with some type of weed barrier, a type of 4-inch underneath the fence, so they can take care of that. I don't think we were doing the motion detectors. That's not doable. So for those reasons and any other set forth by council.
We have a second.
Second.
Secretary, please call the board.
Ms. Tammy
You're
Ross,
muted, Paul. Yes.
Ms. Patricia Darty,
No.
Mr. Gregory Tolby,
Yes.
Mr. Daniel Tolby,
Yes.
Ms. Teresa Duva,
Yes.
Chairman Graziano.
No. That's 4-2. Your motion has been granted, correct?
Yes, it's been granted.
All right, thank you. To take Ms. Polito down and off the board.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I've got to,
You can end it, I think.
yeah, but I don't want to just, yeah, I guess I'll remove. All right. I think there's got to be a way to move them back in. I just like kicked her out.
All right, the next application is 14 Ackerman Street. Ms. Mercedes.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Yes. Good evening.
Hello.
Would the secretary please read the letter of denial?
Sure. Dear Ms. Nunez, your request for a permit at the above referenced premises to leave as erected a 6-foot solid fence installed, which was replacing a 5-foot fence with slats and which is in a portion of both side yards, as shown on the survey prepared by Guy W. Falcomieri, dated August 31st, 1995, is denied for the following. The property is located in R1 district, as shown on the Nutley zoning map. Chapter 700, Article 11, Section 700-71B of the Codes of Nutley states that a fence erected along the sidelines from the front line of a main structure to the rear line of such structure, and within such line shall not exceed 4 feet in height, and shall be not less than 2 feet in height, and shall be 50% open construction. The proposed fence is a 6-foot solid fence located on the side yards on both sides of the property.
Thank you. Would you please give us your full name, spell your last name, and tell us your address as well?
Sure. Mercedes Nunez, Nunez, 14 Ackerman, Nutley, New Jersey.
And what would you like to tell the board?
So I'm new to buying a house, so I didn't know I needed a permit to replace the existing fence. We just got a dog. He's a really small dog. You know, my wife and I, we work long hours. I'm a police officer. She's a paramedic. We have a doggy door, so the dog can have access to in and out of the yard and back. So we don't have to, when we're working, he can go out there and, you know, use the bathroom. Yeah, and privacy. I know privacy was a big one last last one.
Certainly was. Questions from the board? These photos, you would say you enclosed photos to say you, okay, there's the old fence. Yeah, but the old fence was 4 feet.
Oh, it's 4 feet.
Mhm. What I was trying to decipher, in the letter of denial, it said,
Does this fence start at the end of the house?
no.
Because it looks like from her. To me,
Well, there's a,
Yeah, sorry.
So we
looking
want,
at
not the end of the house, it's the end of the house on that side.
that side, right? Can I take a picture of the other side?
yeah, I'll pull it up.
All right, so
Yeah, this is the left side.
it is at the end of the house, right? On the
Two
other
lines
side?
leading into the house, but yeah. I would-
On the right side, on the left side, it isn't.
Wait, no. Wait, on the left?
Yeah, there we go. There we go. This is the left side. This is the right
That's the
side.
right side. So they're both in the back of the house.
No.
No? Where's,
Oh, wait, no, yes, it is, but it doesn't look like that on the picture.
It looks like in just a couple feet.
looks like
Yeah,
it's like 2 feet in.
2 feet in, yes. On the one side.
Right, that's what it shows on the survey as well. It's in, I don't know how many feet, it doesn't tell you,
Yeah.
but it is mostly in the rear.
Yes, sir.
Now,
And does the fence go straight up to your property line, or is it offset?
see here?
No, it goes straight.
No, she means is it on the property line?
Oh, yes. Yes.
And that's where the old one was?
Yes.
Well, according to the picture on the left side, it looks like it's where the old one was. I don't know why he wrote of replacing a 5 foot with slats. I don't see that.
You know, Frank, if you count, I was counting the siding. The old photo comes up 6 pieces of siding. The new one comes up 8 or 9. It may have been a 5 foot, or may have been over 4.
It's not over 4.
It's kind of an odd height. I was looking at the shed on the left in the old photo, and that's pretty high.
Yeah, that might be a 5 footer because it goes down beyond.
Yeah, right,
The table in the driveway would be 30 inches and that's half. Okay.
right. That's what I was
And
trying to say. It looks pretty tall.
The gate looks a little shorter than the actual fence, which is what you're seeing across the,
No, that
Correct.
goes down a little bit beyond. And like I said, that table heights are normally 30,
Right.
the height of the fence. Okay. All right. So you took down a 5 foot chain link fence and you put up a 6 foot solid fence.
And it has 2 gates.
There's a gate on the left side and on the right side. All right. Questions from the board, because this doesn't seem too bad to me.
Nice looking fence.
Mhm.
Nice
Thank
looking
you.
fence, very nice looking house.
Thank you
And-
so much.
your neighbors signed consent, I guess, for the rear yard fence that you have. So you got permission from your neighbors.
From both
That's
neighbors.
attached to, on the application, it's attached to the application.
Yep, I see that. Okay. Any other questions from the board?
Nope.
Okay, how about questions from any of the attendees?
We're gonna,
Yeah, we got to move the pictures from, can't see.
She's getting there.
You're really getting good at this.
Yeah, nobody's raising their hands.
Nobody's raising their hand, then I'm going to ask for a motion. Anyone?
I'll take a stab at it.
There you go.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to leave as erected a side yard fence for 14 Ackerman Street, lot 7800/16. Which is replacing an old 5-foot chain link fence with an existing solid 6-foot vinyl fence that is continuing with 2 gates along the side of the front of the back to the back of the property, and any other reasons as deemed by council.
Good job.
Do we have a second?
Second.
The secretary, please call the board.
Tammy Rossi,
Tammy's muted.
Sorry about that. Yes.
Miss Patricia Darty,
Yes.
Mr. Gregory Tolby,
Yes.
Mr. Daniel Tolby,
Yep, yes.
Ms. Teresa Duva,
Yes.
Chairman Graziano.
Yes. Okay, your application, your variance has been approved. Good
Thank
luck.
you, guys.
Take care.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Welcome.
Have a great night.
You
Stay
too.
safe.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Next up. As Diane's ready, we'll go.
All right, thank you. Because I'm now doing the work of the secretary.
I
Hold on.
I think it's easy for me. I gotta
Okay,
here before
next
that.
up.
Next up, we have 76 Church Street.
Who is, okay, we got,
It is Foot.
I'm promoting him to panelist.
Okay. Him or her, it's Jarrett and Jennifer. Or both.
You want me to read it?
Or both. Yes, would somebody please read the letter of denial again?
Sure, I'll do it.
Thanks, Tammy.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. You're welcome. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Jarrett and Jennifer Foote, your request for a permit at the above referenced premises to install a 6-foot solid fence located on a corner property in the side yard, which is adjacent to the front yard of the adjoining property along Prospect Street, as shown on the property survey prepared by Ampol Surveying LLC, dated February 6, 2019, is denied for the following reasons. This property is located in an R1 district as shown on the Nutley zoning map. Chapter 17, Article 11, Section 700-71D of the Codes of Nutley, entitled Fences and Retaining Wall, states that a fence erected on any corner lot shall conform to the fence requirements for the adjoining properties. The proposed side yard fence will not conform to the requirements of the adjoining property along Prospect Street. Chapter 700, Article 11, Section 700-71A of the Codes of Nutley, entitled Fences and Retaining Walls, states that no fences of any type shall be permitted in any front yard. The proposed fence on the Prospect Street side will be located in the front yard of the adjoining property.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Foote, we need you to both give us your full name. State your full name, give us the spelling of your last name and your address.
Jarrett Foote, Foote, 76 Church Street, Nutley, New Jersey.
And Jennifer Foote, Foote, 76 Church Street, Nutley, New Jersey.
And would you both please raise your right hands? Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what would you like to tell us?
We'd like to replace the existing chain link fence with a vinyl fence to ensure the safety of our twin boys and growing family.
The issue here is that you have a corner property and it presents a double front yard. Trying to look at the size of this property as well.
They have existing arborvitaes that are in front of the chain link fence. Were you going to keep those arborvitaes?
I was gonna take some out, but I was gonna do other landscaping too.
How tall are those arborvitaes?
They vary from 3 feet to 7 feet. And all this was already existing on the house when we bought it a year and a half ago too, so.
The fence you're looking for is that the picture that you've given us?
Yeah, it's a
Correct, yeah.
sample off of Google, yeah.
So that 6 foot is to the top section?
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's a 5 foot,
Highest.
yeah, it's a 5 foot with the pickets. It'll make it 6 foot.
And the pickets are above and you can see through the pickets, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Would you call that a 5 foot solid, 1 foot lattice? What do you call that?
Pickets, yeah.
No, the dip in it. What's that called, Frank?
I don't know. Dip.
Scallop?
It's called something. I forget.
The bridge.
I didn't know if you were asking me or calling me a dip.
No, I did not use the word dip. I think that was someone else.
All right. It's a scalloped.
Scallop. Thank you.
That's the word.
Scalloped shaped fence,
1 foot scalloped shape
pickets.
picket or lattice, picket top for a total of 6 foot.
Well, yeah, but
As-
it's some six at the high point, and it's
6
about
foot at high
5
point.
at low
Okay.
point. So it varies.
Well, you know what? I would just attach this picture that they put as,
Right.
or refer to the photograph
Yep. Make the
in the application.
Good idea.
Give it 1A, whatever it is. All right. Okay. Again, like I
Excuse
said,
me,
the hardship is that you have a corner property. You are coming out to the front of the house, but on corner properties, a play area, because usually they're not that big. How wide is your property?
25 to the, it's from the house, which is the corner of the house, the chain link fence is 25 feet.
No, I mean, your overall, the overall footage in the front is like, no, it's pretty wide, 60 something feet. I don't know.
it was 62, Frank?
62.
This fence wouldn't block the corner view at all.
No.
it's
No, that's what I'm
back.
looking at.
So I mean,
Yeah, I looked at the property. The fence is back far enough so if you
Yeah.
have to turn easily without your vision being blocked.
He's got a pretty far setback in the front.
Yeah, absolutely.
31 feet.
Absolutely.
It's normally 25, and I don't think it will block anything. It's that far back in the corner. So, all right, questions from the board?
None for me.
Can I have a clarification on whether there's a condition about arborvitae's or landscaping?
How far in off well, he's right on his property line, right? Or the arborvitae's that you have now,
yeah,
they're on your property, I'm assuming, so.
They were already existing
were-
when we moved in.
yeah, they were
so-
existing. So I mean, like the survey says, we have 25 feet from the corner, to the house to the chain link fence. The arborvitae's are on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, the arborvitae's are on the street side of the fence.
Correct.
So you don't see, it camouflages the fence.
So-
That's the
You're
question.
going to see the fence mostly anyway. They're going to be covered by arborvitae's, but we'd like the arborvitae's to stay.
Okay.
As much as, I know you want to take some out.
Yeah.
How many are we looking at taking out here?
We're saying like every other one
Or at least-
every two.
Or even 3, because I want to put make it presentable too, because right now it looks sloppy the way they did it. So I'm not trying to take all of them out, but
Would you leave at least 50% of the arborvitae?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so we can put a landscaped area in front of the fence with leaving 50% of the existing arborvitae.
You want an evergreen landscape area, right?
Evergreen or, yes. I mean, you could add flowers too. I mean,
Yeah.
all right. Any other questions? Anyone in the attendance that would like to be heard?
No one's raising a hand.
Who's raising a hand, and then I'm going to ask for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion for block 5701, lot 19, to erect, are we going to call that 6-foot fence? We're going to call it 6 foot, or
We call it a 5 to 6 foot scalloped fence, right?
to erect a 5 to 6?
Yeah.
Do you want to get exact?
Picture. Yeah.
Okay. 5 to 6 foot scallop fence, according to the picture given to the board, around the property. Being that the hardship is being a corner lot, but having enough setback not to disturb or not to block the view, and leaving 50% of the arborvitaes to stay, and anything set forth or seen by the board.
Second.
The secretary, please call the board.
Tammy Rossi,
Yes.
Patricia Darty,
Yes.
Gregory Tolby,
Yes.
Daniel Tolby,
Yes.
Teresa Duva,
Yes.
Chairman Graziano.
Yes, your variance has been granted. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
All right.
All right.
I think we have to hold.
Next in line, we'll call them now so we can get, I guess it'll be the 25 Parmesan Road. Vicky, right? Yes.
Okay, moving them in as panelists.
And as soon as they get here, we'll have the secretary read the letter of denial.
I'll do it if you like.
Well,
Yes,
right,
please.
Switching around.
Are we ready?
are they in?
I
Yes.
don't know.
Okay.
Dear Mr. Riccio,
Oh, here we go.
is there a problem, Diane?
No, I didn't see him. He blended in.
Dear Mr. Riccio, your request for a permit at the above referenced premises to install a 6-foot solid type fence located in both side yards, as shown on the property survey, is denied for the following reason. The property is located in R1 district as shown in the Nutley zoning map. Chapter 700, Article 11, Section 700-71B of the Codes of Nutley, entitled Fences and Retaining Walls, states that a fence erected along the sidelines should not exceed 4 feet in height and shall be of a 50% open construction. The proposed side yard fence is a 6-foot solid fence.
Okay, Mr. Riccio, would you please give us your full name, spell your last name, and give us your address?
Louis Riccio, RICCIO, 25 Parmesan Road in Nutley.
Would you raise your right hand, please? And do you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, what would you like to tell the board?
Well, good evening, board. It's had quite an exciting evening so far.
Oh, yeah.
But I do think so.
Well, yeah. I sat on the planning board in Nutley for about a decade, so I know how long these meetings can go. Back in 1977, the fence that is in existence now was granted a variance to allow it to be a 6-foot fence. We installed an in-ground pool several years, I guess back in 1987, and replaced the fence again with another stockade fence that is 6 feet tall. My neighbors to the rear of me, I believe, received approval from the Board of Adjustment several years ago to install a 6-foot white vinyl solid fence. And we're requesting the same, that we be allowed to put in a 6-foot white vinyl fence along the side yard It'll only be 5 feet in the rear because there's a retaining wall in the rear. So the total will be 6 feet, including that retaining wall. For those reasons and the reasons stated in my previous letter, my neighbors have all agreed that there will be no detriment to their property or the zoning plan or the master plan, and they're all in favor of the installation of this fence.
All right, questions from the board?
That fence is going to go on top of your retaining wall?
Yes.
Is that how you got it? Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And the retaining walls, is it concrete or is it that's stackable block?
Right now, it's railroad ties. It's going to be replaced with a block.
All right. The fence that you're showing is your rear yard neighbor.
Kelly.
Is that you?
Kelly is the rear yard neighbor. She's got that white fence that you can see above our stockade fence.
Right. So you're going to take out, now your fence is going to be how far from hers?
Approximately 3 inches.
3 inches?
Yeah, but from her fence, yes. So what we do is between the two fences, there's a weed barrier, a weed barrier of black plastic, which stops all the weeds from growing between the two fences.
Wow.
I'd love to get right up against her fence, but I'm not sure you can physically build it that close.
And the current stockade fence on the left side of your house,
Yes.
that is even with the front of your house.
Correct.
And you're planning to keep it in the same location.
Yes.
Are you planning on putting a gate there?
No.
So where's the access?
On the right-hand side facing the house. At the right, in the back of the house.
Mm-hmm. In the 5 foot area.
Correct.
The fence,
Are you?
it comes out to the front as well?
No.
Are you planning on? Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Are you planning on retaining, what is that, a cherry or a crepe myrtle that's in front?
Yes. Unfortunately, we just had a very large oak tree removed that was in front of the house a day before the storm.
Oh, that was lucky.
And 2 trees on our block collapsed during the storm.
I see you got a bunch of letters as well.
Yes, my neighbors want me to get rid of that fence.
Better than want to get rid of you, I guess.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, there's a bunch of letters. Okay. Questions? Any other questions from the board? None? There is one person left in the audience, the attendee.
Yeah, I think he's for our next application,
He's our
but
next applicant, but he could still be here.
does he have anything to say about this applicant? Raise your hand if you do. Nope.
I guess not. Okay, let's move for a motion here.
Mr. Chairman, with regard to 25 Provershone Road, Block 5600, Lot 41, I'd like to make a motion to grant the applicant to install a 6-foot solid type fence located in both his side yards. The fence will be exactly in the same location as the existing fence, and the fence that's presently there is deteriorating and needs to be replaced. And also the applicant has shown us that all his neighbors are in favor of having this done. For those reasons and any others set forth by council.
Second.
Would the secretary please call the board?
Tammy Rossi,
Yes.
Patricia Darty,
Yes.
Gregory Tolby,
Yes.
Daniel Tolby,
Yes.
Teresa Duva,
Yes.
Chairman Graziano.
Yes. Well, good luck, Mr. Riccio.
Thank you, members. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have a good summer.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
You as well.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay, 2 seconds,
Yeah,
please.
give Ms. McGovern a little time here.
Diane, I would have done it and ran across the street.
We should have set each other up across the room from each other. Yes, I could have helped, you could have helped me out, but it's all right. I think I got it. All right,
Okay.
next one.
We have 10 Bank Street,
Let me move them over.
Panzer, I believe.
Panelists.
Here he is.
Am I here? Oh,
Yeah.
here I am. Okay. Good evening.
How are you? Would the
Good
secretary
evening.
read the letter of the number?
Dear Mr. Panzer, the request for a permit at the above referenced premises to install a 19-foot by 21-foot deck, which will be attached to the dwelling and to the pool, having a 4-foot rear yard setback, which will reduce the rear yard required 30% coverage to 42%, and to install a 6-foot solid type fence located in the side yard as shown on the survey prepared by EKA Associates PA dated November 10, 2014, and on the plan submitted by the homeowner is denied for the following reasons. The property is located in R1 district as shown in the Nutley zoning map. Chapter 700, Article 8, Section 700-46B, 4 of the Codes of Nutley entitled Schedule of Regulations as to Bulk, Height, and Other Requirements describes the requirements for extensions of structures into a required front or rear yard. Chapter 700, Article 8, Section 700-46B, 4D of the Codes of Nutley, entitled Schedule of Regulations as to Bulk, Height, and Other Requirements, states that extensions of a structure into a required front or rear yard shall be permitted by any terrace or porch having its floor level no higher than the floor level of the first story of the building and having no railings or other member higher than 3 feet above floor levels, 6 feet. The required rear yard in R1 zone district is 30 feet. The allowable encroachment is 6 feet. The required rear yard would be 24. The proposed will be approximately 4 feet. Chapter 700, Article 11, Section 700-67A of the Codes of Nutley entitled Accessory Buildings and Uses states that a detached accessory building and accessory uses may occupy in the aggregate an area not to exceed 30% of the area of any rear yard. The proposed rear yard coverage is 43%. Chapter 700, Article 11, Section 700-71B of the Codes of Nutley entitled Fences and Retaining Walls states that a fence created along the sidelines from the front line of a main structure to the rear line of such structure and within such line shall not exceed 4 feet in height and shall be 50% open construction. The proposed side yard fence is 6 foot solid.
Wow. Okay.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is. Mr. Panzer, would you please give us your full name, spell your last name for us, and give us your address?
Richard Panzer, Panzer, 10 Bank Street in Nutley, New Jersey.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. What would you like to tell us?
I was here June 15th where you graciously approved my variance for a 15 by 24 swimming pool, which now sits perfectly in my backyard. Everything looks fantastic. Like to extend the fence around the side yard as I am across the street from the grammar school, and there's always a lot of foot traffic, a lot of little kids in the area. I also I just got a dog, and I have a lot of little nieces and nephews. As far as the fence goes, I'd like to secure the yard because of that reason. The deck coming off the house, I'd like to put up. There's an existing old concrete patio that leaves the pool inaccessible to, I have to help my nieces and nephews in. If my parents come over and want to come swimming, they're unfortunately a little older, so they can't get up the ladder as it is now. I'd like to make the deck right up to the pool. That way I could put walk-in steps. So it would be less hazard for everybody else as far as climbing up, getting in and out of the pool, slipping, tripping, etc. And that should about cover it. If you have any questions? Ms. Duva was here today observing the property?
I was.
Okay, yes, my wife invited you in to take a look around if you wanted, so.
You thought I was a stalker, but I let her know.
Well, no, she's gonna, it's a very tight-knit neighborhood. Everybody's always looking out, especially around the school, so.
I snuck into your backyard without anybody finding me.
Okay. By all means, knock. Old beer in the fridge.
Yeah.
All right. How high is the pool above ground?
It's 54 inches.
So your deck is going to be as high as your pool.
Actually, my property's sloped down. So what I had to do was level off the area of the pool. So it's actually down a little bit. I believe the height would be from the existing ground level. I believe it's about 24 or 27 inches.
But will there be, when you have your deck, it's going to be even with,
The pool, yeah, because the way the yard was sloping down, I removed some dirt coming in towards the deck and spread it out around the back edge of the pool.
how, off your house, where will the deck be in relation to your house? Will it be right even with the bottom at the first floor level?
Yeah, oh yeah, it would be coming right up. So when you walk right out my back door now, there's a set of stairs that goes down 3 steps, I believe. So it would remove the top limestone cap and then come straight out from there. I believe the height would be off the existing patio that's there is just about, like I said, somewhere around 24 to 27 inches.
Trisha, you have a picture of that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, so now we're looking at the stairway coming down, 816, a little less than 2 feet, okay. So you're saying the top, when you're done, you're removing your stairs.
Well, the steps they're removing the top limestone cap from the top step and the railing, and then just build over the stairs. It wouldn't technically be attached to the existing staircase, but just over the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then beside of the house, we left a side open for the stringer. I believe that's in the sketches that we submitted.
Question for you.
Go ahead.
On those stairs, when you walk up those stairs, is there another step into that door, or is it just right above?
Oh, it's just a small lip.
So how would you put if you're just taking that top off, and I think I saw they had a 2x10, but on 16, I don't know who drew that up, but how is that going to be able to go there?
It's as far as the construction.
You're where you're going to have to bolt into the house.
Right.
If you take that top cap off, that's 3 inches. And you're showing a 2x10 plate that's got a bolt to the house. Am I right?
I believe that's what it is. As far as
how's that gonna? That's 9.5 inches on a 2x10, and then your decking on top of that is going to be. don't even know if you show a decking, what type of decking you're using, but it puts you up into your door.
And we don't have to really worry about that. The code
I
official.
know, that's what I'm saying. He said he's gonna go over it, but he's gonna have to take that down.
Well, no, I'm just going by, I retained Ramapo, property group to do it, and when we discussed it, we submitted the drawings, that's,
I think your stairs have to come down. That's all.
remove the entire staircase?
I think it would. Listen, you do what you want, as long as it's up to the building department.
I know you can't build on top of the stairs.
Well, no, like I said, the whole thing I think was with the space that they had is to remove that, but not physically be sitting on top of it. As far as I know, that's what we had discussed.
Yeah, I prefer the different ground as well, because then you're gonna be able to see them from underneath or close it in. I don't know. Whatever. That's not really what we're here for. Let's go over the when you get down to the pool now.
Right.
Are you saying that the top of the deck will be even with the top of the pool?
Yes, sir.
That works out just from there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Or actually, no, I apologize. It'll be probably just about I believe, under the cap. And they'll actually build a small lip up onto the pool. That way I'll be able to secure the steps that go into it, to the front of it.
Are you gonna have some kind of like a fence there or a rail there?
Yes, there'll be railing around it, yes.
And then along the face of the pool too, you'll just have an opening for your steps.
Yes, correct. Yeah, there'll be a set of steps going down onto the walkway on the side of the pool by where the pool pump is.
No, I mean going into your pool.
Well, don't you have to now? Don't you have to have a fence there and a?
That's what I'm saying. He's got to put one there, right?
I think by code, he has to have something there, and maybe even.
Are you talking about like the child protection fences?
I'm talking if you have a deck, a wood deck. Okay, on a wood deck, you're gonna have your rail come up with your spindles, and then you have just an opening for the stairs to go into the pool. You're not going to be able to just go off your deck and jump in.
No, I just plan on putting railing around the outside of the deck, and then.
All right, so somebody could actually fall into the pool.
Technically, if nobody was there, yes, you're correct.
So I'm saying, is that a code, Frank, that they have to have there? I don't know.
I thought, and I'm not 100% positive, but I thought you would have to have something blocking the entrance into the pool, so they couldn't just walk into the pool. And you may even need to have a lock and an alarm. That's what I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, the code official will figure that out, but if you'd like to highlight that as a condition, just to
I think we
double
have to have
check.
a condition here, so that no one can just walk out the back of the house and walk into the pool and fall in.
Right.
Right, technically, yes, you're correct. That could happen.
Like poor Donald Trump did. Is that him in the corner of the pool?
He's floating. He'll
Yeah.
float.
All right, so we need to,
So the variance is
you got a bunch of stuff going on here.
about lot coverage in terms of, because when you attach the deck to the pool, it's considered an extension of the house. So now you've got this really short backyard setback.
Well, it wouldn't
And
actually
then-
be attached to, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It wouldn't actually be attached to the pool because that would be physically impossible to get a cover on then. So it would be up with a small gap. So you could cover it up in the wintertime. That's usually the standard procedure when it comes to building a deck up to a pool like this.
The letter denial says it's attached to the dwelling and to the pool. So
It's not attached to the pool per se, but it meets the pool.
It meets the pool.
So it's like one continuous structure. So that's what he's here for. And also the fence, and then also the proposed rear yard coverage is 43%, and you're only allowed to have 30% of any rear yard coverage.
How much different is the deck gonna be From the concrete that's there.
You mean how high above it? Oh, it's not gonna be,
No. How much different in
Size-wise.
size? It's going further back, right onto that.
yeah, until, yeah, I put down that to cover up the dirt for now until the deck hopefully gets put in.
All right, so you're going to enlarge. You're going to be bigger than the area the concrete is on that is at now. You're going to go.
Yes,
further.
correct. Yeah, that fake grass is up to the corner of the existing.
Right, you're going to go back.
I mean, you can look over into the neighbor's yard too from there.
Mhm.
You're that high up.
Well, without a fence, you look into a neighbor's yard too.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Right.
We never had a fence up there to begin with. So like I said, I'm very good with my neighbors. So they signed off on everything so far. And they are well aware of all my plans of what's going on.
Okay, I'm confused. The only thing I'm confused about is there's a lot going on in your survey. Is your deck proposed to go where that that red tent and the AstroTurf are
Well,
too?
it's gonna extend. If you look where Donald Trump's right hand is, the deck would come out from there.
Okay, so it's gonna sort halfway wrap around the
Yeah,
pool.
it's like an almost like horseshoe into it.
Got it.
I like that the case that our recorded recording of this meeting will have Donald Trump mentioned a couple of times.
Just so the record is clear, we're looking at a picture and there's a floaty that.
Oh, that's really not him? Oh.
Donald Trump did not really fall in his pool, right?
No, and nobody should think that this is a political conversation. It's just there's a thing in the pool.
There is Donald Trump in his pool.
Like your Donald Trump vote. Or technically don't like your Donald Trump vote. They're neutral.
All right, so here, so the three things that we're looking at here is the coverage, the distance that he's going to be off the back, and what was the other?
And the fence.
Nothing to do with Trump.
No, where the fence is there.
No.
No, the side yard fence.
Patricia, if you show the front of the house, they'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, he wants one on the other side.
See, so you want to wrap it around in front of these arborvitaes or how far up is this coming?
Well, on the left-hand side of the house, it would be set back in line with the my neighbor's existing fence to keep it aesthetic.
Okay.
And then on the right-hand side of the house, up to the front, and then go. I have that small retaining wall behind the arborvitaes is mine. I would go behind the trees and then up the side of the property and leave some of those existing arborvitaes right in front.
Well,
what is that on the left side? That's not your pool filter, is it?
No, it's the air conditioning unit.
On the left or right?
On the left.
On the left, that's my wave runner.
Oh, your wave runner.
Yes.
Okay, so just to be clear, the fence on the left side is starting from the back of the house and going across, and the fence on the other side, is that matching up with the back of the house, or is that going to be up towards the front of the house more?
They're just because they're on the left-hand side, they're, like I said, just to keep it aesthetic with my neighbor's property, it set back at, there's two steps in front of my son's car there that you can't really see, and then there's a little bit of a walkway. There would be, the fence would come to there with a gate. That's on the proposal. And then on the right-hand side, come up to the corner of the house, come out just past the concrete walkway, and have the gate in the grass area, and then extend over to the trees and then back up the property.
You're coming out almost to the front of the house on the right side.
Yes.
Yeah. See, your diagram's confusing because you got a lot of green lines and.
Well, I know that was Mr. Berry did that.
Who's adding up space?
So the pink lines is where the pink is where this.
On the left side,
the pink is the deck. Then he X'd in the side yard fencing.
On the left side, the pink is the mark where the 6-foot fence is, but on the right side, it's just a blue pen mark X'd out.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
I
so it
see.
comes to the front of the house.
Right.
Right.
So we're talking about
Right there.
here.
Right there. Wow.
I don't know why. Yeah, exactly. Why
Well,
can't,
my neighbor next door, he went for a variance on the right-hand side of his property. His fence comes up to the front side of his house.
that doesn't mean,
Oh, no, I'm just saying for whatever purposes, you know, that it was approved. Like I said, I'd like to keep that part of the yard enclosed as part of my backyard, rather than a front yard.
no, I see what you're trying to do. I mean, you have a small lot. Right, your lot is how big?
It's 72 by 72.
Right. So what you lack in length, you've got a little bit in width, but what I want to know is on the left side again. Go back to the left side picture. You're going to put that fence, even with your neighbor's fence. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 7 or 8 foot back from the front of the house. Actually, yeah, about 7 or 8 foot back on the left-hand side of the house.
Behind, you could see the beginning of those 2 steps. It's beyond those steps, correct?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, if you see, like I said, there's
Even beyond, it's beyond the corner of that jut out.
it actually might be just a hair. I think just the way it is, it's just a hair back further than it's right off the corner of what they have now.
So we're talking about
Coming right from there.
here.
Well, back a little back. No, well, back. Well, no. It's actually, you see that gray block back there? It would be back here. So that's actually about 2 or 3 feet behind his. So it is actually a little bit behind his.
What are you gonna do with the wave runner?
Yeah,
No,
really.
no. The fence will be behind the wave runner.
Oh, the fence is behind the wave runner.
Oh, yeah, it'll be behind the wave runner. Oh, yeah, no, not all the way up to the front of the house on the left-hand side. No. It wouldn't look right. It wouldn't look right. There's a small retaining wall there behind the wave runner.
You could see it in your drawing. The one from each.
So basically, your wave runner's staying in front of your fence. The fence is going almost to the back of the house. It's no, to the middle of the house.
Basically about the middle, yeah, about the middle part of the house. Actually,
I thought you said you want to line it up with your neighbor's yard.
I think just because of the way the wall is, it's just going to be back a little bit behind it, like that. So I think they're just going to have to, when they do the fencing, hopefully they're just going to have to slide a little piece in there.
Well, let's go to the right side again. I see what you're trying to do there. The right side, you want to come all the way out to the front of the house and make a whole side yard. I'm trying to figure out the dimensions here. It's 20, let's call it 25 feet from 75 foot by, can't see these dimensions down here. 50 foot
Is
from
that property
25.
line by those arborvitae's, Frank?
Excuse me?
The property line is on the other, on the other side of that retaining wall is actually my property.
And these arborvitae's or the bushes, are they staying?
Yes.
So the fence is gonna be on that side of them?
There's it's going to go. There's going to be about 3 or 4 trees in front of the fence, and then it would go behind the other ones and leave them on the inside.
I don't understand what you're saying.
So you're putting the fence over by that block wall that's running down?
Yes, right next to it. Yes.
So not on there, if you're looking at the picture as we are now,
Yes.
the fence is not going to be to the left of the bushes, it's going to be to the right of the bushes.
Yes, correct.
All the way over to the other side. Keep going, keep going. You're seeing it over there.
Right, but what's deceiving about that is that 3 or 4 of those trees are actually in front of the house. Not
Okay, that's fine, but you're still going to be on the opposite side of those arborvitae's is what I'm saying. Yeah, there you go.
right.
So you're going to fence the arborvitae's inside your fence. So your neighbor is going to have the fence on his side of the property, and you're going to have the tree or the arborvitae's on the inside on your property.
Right, but only, like I said, about 4 of
Okay, you
them.
removed 3 of them. We got, you know, but you still got it on the arborvitae on the inside of the fence.
Yes.
On his side. So, okay.
I get it.
Yeah, I see what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
So are
just
you
want-
sending a fence through the arborvitae's, separating the ones in the front and the back?
Correct.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right. Any other questions, anybody?
Nope.
So it's going to be the solid vinyl 6-foot fence here in the front as well?
Yes.
Any sort of gate there?
Yes.
Okay, there's that. You see that?
How big of a gate?
I want it on the bigger side, not the smaller side. You know, so that way I get the lawnmower back there. So,
On the other side of the arborvitae, you want the gate?
no. Just, I believe she asked me how big, or somebody asked me how big of a gate I was gonna put. At least like a 4-foot gate there, probably.
All right, any other questions?
Nope.
I don't think there's anybody left in the audience.
No, I can't see. Let's check.
Okay.
Gotta take the picture down. Oh, we have somebody. Natalie De La Rosa. Is there anybody in the audience who wants to be heard on this application? No.
Okay, then I'll ask for a motion, please. De La Rosa was one of our last cases, correct?
Maybe.
Yeah. Can I have a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that for 10 Bank Street, Block 5700, Lot 10, to allow the installation of a 19 by 21 foot deck attaching to the house and going up to the pool that was recently installed, to allow the installation of a 6-foot solid fence on the right side of the house with a gate, and also a 6-foot solid white fence on the left-hand side, meeting up to his neighbor's fence. And any other, I'm looking for the proper word, any other necessities deemed so by council.
Second.
The secretary, please call the board.
Tammy Rossi,
Yes.
Trisha Darty,
Yes.
Gregory Tolby,
Yes.
Daniel Tolby,
Yeah, yes.
Teresa Duva,
Yes.
Chairman Graziano.
Yes. All right, the variance has been granted. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good evening. Stay safe.
That wraps up tonight.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks, Jen. We got some other stuff to take care of now.
Oh, yes, we got lots of resolutions, a lot of applications these days.
A lot of fences.
Whole town's gonna be fenced in soon.
I want to see boats.
Okay. All right, let's see. You all received the minutes from Paul. What day were they finally sent out? Paul did them. I think they took a couple days to get sent to you all. What was it, Tuesday or Wednesday? You reviewed them. Does anybody have any comments, questions, changes, revisions to the minutes? No? Could have a motion approving the minutes as prepared.
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so those were the minutes for the July 20th meeting. All right, so now I have do we want to do bills first or do you want to do resolutions?
Doesn't matter, big one, matter.
All right. In my folder, I have bills, so I'm going to go to bills. And we have a lot of them. Okay. From Panoni in the amount of $514 for services relative to 10 Kingsland, that's the self-storage, having to do with final site plan compliance inspection. That appears to be fair and reasonable. If we could have a motion approving that bill.
Can I ask a question about that, Diane?
Sure.
My question is, how is this the final inspection for Panoni at that address? Or is this an ongoing situation?
It's a very good question. And what I've come to learn is there's a lot of final inspections because they inspect things in subject matter parts. So they'll inspect the sidewalks as one component, which is what final site plan inspection, curbing issues. So this was on the curbing issues. And they'll have a site plan inspection where they go over the landscape plan. Then they have another site plan inspection, which has to do with interior engineering. This was a huge project, so we're getting a lot of these final wrapping up bills. And it's kind of weird because the board really doesn't have any knowledge as to what these things are, but it comes filtering through the code office who is sending them to us. They would prohibit it from getting to us if there was a problem. But because the escrow is set up under our jurisdiction, we have to be the ones to approve it to let money go forward. We have in the past, if there's been something that's unusual that seemed out of whack, we brought it back to the code office and say, is this right? Is this a mistake? Because it could be a mistake, but this one appears to be in line.
Is there a standardized list of site plan inspections that they normally process, a protocol, so to speak, that would...
Each project is different. Each project is different.
Okay.
So it's, you'll see when we get to the bills for Valley National that there was some money made on that one by Panoni. Panoni, another bill for services rendered for 551 Center Street site plan, and that's in the amount of $178, and that's final site plan compliance inspection. I believe that is the very last inspection, and that they were giving out the COs on that application, and that was 1 hour of time on the final site plan compliance, and that appears to be within reason. If we could have a motion approving that bill.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, here we go. Panoni for Valley National Bank application. That included work done by responding to the various questions by the board regarding traffic, preparation for an attendance at zoning board hearing by Mr. Hay, supplemental traffic report. The total bill there is $4,594. For how many hours worth of work? 27.5 hours of work. So that's in keeping with their schedule. I mean, there's some big chunks of time because there were three special meetings that were billed on. Yeah, for 3 meetings. June 1, they have the June 1 meeting. They have they don't have the June 29th meeting, so I guess we're gonna get another bill for that appearance. But for the June 1 bill, there's 4 hours for that hearing, plus preparation, and then the subsequent issues which had to do with traffic. So, I mean, that's the hours they wrote down that they work. I don't have any reason to challenge it. So if we could have a motion approving that bill.
What was that, Frank?
No, I said it sounds like, you know, there was a lot of work and looking at a lot of things. We asked a lot of questions about that stuff. So yeah, he got.
I can tell you I did a lot of work on that back and forth with Panoni. I have a flat fee, so that doesn't benefit me any, but there was a lot of work done back and forth on this. If we could have a motion. approving that.
So any
Don't
questions we ask, we're getting charged for. We should not ask questions, I guess.
Exactly. This is your own fault, right?
It's not just the applicant, not us.
No. Then we have a bill from Mr. Ricky, for Ricky Planning, for the same property, 371 Franklin. His bill is in the amount of $520, and that has to do with his attendance at the meeting and reviewing of the revised plan for the 6/29 meeting. He billed 4 hours. He was less involved in it than Panoni was.
Yeah,
for sure. The 520 appears to be fair and reasonable. If we could have a motion approving that.
So moved.
Aye. Aye.
All right.
Okay, then there's another bill from Mr. Ricky, and that has to do with his attendance at the June 1 special meeting. And you know what? He double billed for the 29th, where he says he attended and reviewed revised plans for another 4 hours. He rebilled the 520. Frank, you have the copies of the bills, right?
I
would.
got a bunch of bills I've got to go through because I thought I saw some payroll bills for the 20th, and I know those are sent in.
Right. So I'm gonna hold back on that other bill for 520 because it's got the same thing, and I'm gonna suggest that the board approve the bill for the two meeting appearances, the June 1 and the June 29th, for a total of $1,137.50, which also includes reviewing the revised plans for that 520 amount. And I'll straighten this one out, unless we want to bring both bills back next time after I review them both with the code office. It's your choice. What does the board decide to do?
Question, that's all. Right?
It looks like the one.
Why don't you hold off till the next time?
Yeah.
We could because we got
them both.
There could be mistakes on both.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold both Ricky bills, and I will bring them to the code office and go get a, and I'll talk to Mr. Ricky and get a confirmation as to what bill is supposed to apply. Okay, one of these problems is like what time do these bills come in? Like 4 o'clock this afternoon, and then you take a look at them, you're like, oh, there's nobody for me to check on this ahead of time. Okay, so resolutions from last time. 26 Villa Place, block 3904, lot 10, that was Billings. Jamie and Arthur Lima, 28 Nelson Place, block 7304, lot 14. Mr. James Giordano, 58 Columbia Avenue, block 7902, lot 13. Mr. Dean Baza, 7 Tennis Place, block 4103, lot 10. Mr. John and Ms. Kristen Kaufman, 18 Dogwood Lane, block 4101, lot 8. Mr. John McGuire, 148 Verland Avenue, block 3100, lot 44. And Mr. Shabu Kuzuman, 14 Nutley Avenue, block 3802, lot 19. Board members who voted on those applications include Mr. Graziano, Ms. Brown, who's not here, Mr. Bategli, he's not here, Mr. Greg Tovey, Mr. Daniel Tovey, and Ms. Sullivan Duva. If I could have a motion approving those resolutions?
So moved.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, that's all my business.
Yay.
We have our next meeting, September 21st.
Okay. September 21st it is.
Remember to hold on to Cedar Street because they're going to renotice, so keep that.
Unless they're not getting that pool for the rest of the warm weather.
They only had it scheduled for September, but that was a whole other issue. But yes, they're not getting the pool in for most of the
I'll
Maybe
maybe
we'll have a nice skating rink for the winter.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your.
Everybody.
Enjoy the
Yes,
rest of
you
your summer.
too.
All
Bye-bye.
right,
Be
everybody, take
well.